Hey there everyone! I did a lot since the last episode. I was gonna film everything, but I thought it would be pointless, so I cut the chase. Basically, um, we now have a lot of news to cover, so let's go quickly. First, I did this little observation area for the Apato pit, as I'm gonna calling it now, or in Spanish, bien instead of pit. Apparently, pit is bien. I also got to improve on the concepts that I had previously, so this is how my deciduous woods or bosque caduco looks now. Let me show you. Oh, so the iguanodons are basically breaking in and out of the exhibit, and those rocks are still raised. So let's sorry. So oopsie daisy. This is not what I wanted to do. Okay, better. Okay, much better now. So those rocks, they serve as wall rocks. I can surround a dinosaur with them and they won't run away, because those specific kind of rocks work for that. I'm gonna probably change those kind of railings here, those fences, because they are not working so well. I'm gonna put a extra strong one, probably like this, so the visitors can see them through the glass panel. Not so sure about it. Let's leave it like that. It won't be a problem, really. And up here I extended the Allosaurus exhibit because they needed more space. They're a couple now and they didn't know this before. I added the ACU base, which is ERD in Spanish. It's meaning like Edifício de Resgate de Dinosaurios or something similar. So I can call the helicopter a different thing. Let me see. No, it's the same. Oh, it's a different thing. So Base del Erde Uno, and this is Erde Uno. So Erde Uno. Okay. So apparently I can't change the name of the helicopter for some reason. Alright. Never mind then. I added the Reptile House, which is just a building that doesn't generate profit, just to raise a little bit of the visitor satisfaction. It shows to the people Diplocadulus del Pérmico. I don't know how I would say that in English. Those generated more happiness for this visitor, because this generates 8 and this generates 12, so there you go. But they're expensive here to keep. I mean, more expensive. Oh, the dinosaurs hatched. The velociraptors are actually hatched. I'll show the rest later. Oopsie. I'm gonna try to use the glass panel thing for the velociraptors and hope it works. It didn't work with any dinosaur species so far. They're all too strong. Even the Gallimimus, let me pause the game. Even the Gallimimus broke the glass panel thing. They kept running away. And when they ran away, they would attack the visitors, believe it or not. What they would do was to shake them side to side like a dog shaking something and throw them up. Just because they didn't bite they didn't eat the visitors or anything. They just messed them up, just to annoy me. So they kept running away when I got the glass panels or the concrete walls. So I had to change back to the standard iron bar and concrete fence that we're seeing right now. For the Stegosauruses and the Kentrosauruses, that one funny thing happened. I realized that I didn't need to use rocks. I can use just water. Dinosaurs, or any animal in fact in this game that doesn't swim, can't cross water. only crocodiles, flamingos, hippopotamus, deinosuchus, those kind of animals, plesiosauruses, Loch Ness monster. Only those can cross water in this game. Stegosauruses and all other dinosaurs can't. So I can just use it as a barrier. I don't know why I slept on the point so much. I was lagging behind on that. Now, actually, now that I come to think about it, I can also just add that here without any issue, because they won't run away. I'm so confident on that I'm gonna do it. But this kind of looks good. I'm gonna leave it there. For this one, I'm gonna make the change. I'm gonna use the glass panel. So, Velociraptors, what do you want? I was holding the Stegosauruses here, but I moved them here. So there is still this pile of pile of grass and leaves here. Okay, so apparently they're fine with the exhibit already. And I already assigned it. This time I assigned just one scientist to each exhibit, because I was having trouble with scientists not managing the exhibits on time. And so far, to put 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 species out of my 13 species that are in Jurassic World Evolution, I already wasted, not wasted, sorry, I already spent, because it was money well invested, around a little more $2 million. No, $1 million. Yeah, $1 million. So I'm almost with 2 million on my bank account. To see the profits of my zoo, let me show you. Oh, I have two prizes on my zoo. Cuidado de los animales, lazo azul, which is a blue ribbon for the animal care. Se le ha concedido este premio por ofrecer el cuidado de tratamiento mejor la calidad de los animales del zoo. Este galardón viene acompañado de un premio en metálico de 5,000, I think this is pronunciation, dollars. So for good animal care, I won $5,000, and this blue ribbon with metallic details on it. And also, maestría en diseño de instalaciones, placa de plata. So silver plate or silver medal on a mastery of exhibits design. No money included with this one. Oh yeah, but my profits. As you can see here, everything's on the green. Nice. So no, how can I say? No buildings are generating a non-profit situation for me. But I'm of course wasting more money than I make, because those freaking exhibits are not cheap, So let's keep building until we finish it, and probably when I finish the entire building of the thing, things are gonna work with more money being made than it's now. I also finished all the research that I had to do. All the species are researched now. Tyrannosaurus Rex was the last one, I think. All the vegetation needed, all the training for the scientists, all the training for the maintenance workers, and for the guides, the tourist guides. I had to research other things that I won't need, like the training for cleaning the water filters for the maintenance people, and the formational training for regular zoo guardians. But this was needed to unlock other things later on. So it's so that I already cancelled all the investments in research. This dinosaur is bad. Why? Where's Dr. Elizabeth, the first one? Elizabeth, where are you? Come on, take care of our dinosaurs. What are you doing? Limpando excrementos. Maybe there are too many dinosaurs. Let's hope everything was fine. I don't want to put an extra scientist just because. It's not because I'm stingy, it's just because I don't want to. And of course, as you can see, I added trees all over the place, because this place was feeling like a desert, like just grass and nothing else. It was not realistic, so I got a lot of tropical forest trees and added a bunch of them around the park because it gives this feeling that Jurassic World Evolution has of jungle on green grass. I also added a few coniferous trees because on the outside of this part here there are coniferous trees, so it also gives us a little bit of a Jurassic World, the Lost World, Jurassic Park, the Lost World feeling. There's that, and I also added this little bit of sand here with beach things just because. And this is the pterodactyl house, whatever, the flying birds, reptile thing house. And when it's turned on, when there are people inside, the pteranodons fly. And when you turn around, you can see this animatronic pteranodon just waving itself. Just like the reptile house has the frog doing this balloon on his chin. I also have this cinema here that apparently only shows a single GIF, or GIF better saying, of a dinosaur running. Seems to be a Tyrannosaurus, I think. And of course changed the color of the roof because I like red roofs. Let me put it blue. Let me make it blue. A nice tone of blue. I think the first one was the best one. Yeah, the first one's the best one. Or better yet, let me put this here, this tone of blue. And let me put this here, this tone of red. I like it more now. This is a Stegosaurus golf club. So when the visitors come inside, what you see is the Stegosaurus just waving its head and its tail. So the ball has to go through the tail all the way on the back and pass through the head into the hole. It should be already difficult without the movement, but with the movements it gets even worse. Alrighty, I'm gonna wait just a little more to see if the Velociraptors are gonna require more space. I don't think so, but I have to wait just to be sure. And meanwhile, I will do another exhibit. Here, I was about to do the Spinosaurus one, but it can wait. Let's move to the Ankylosaurus one. I'm probably gonna jump cut. Wow, look at that. All those fences getting old and depredated. Old and rusty. Also happens on the Apatosaurus exhibit. By the way, I had to change the exhibit a lot because they were running away. And I didn't like it, of course. Why would I like it, you know? So to avoid them escaping every now and then, I turned all the walls into electrified walls, and mostly that helps. Probably the only vulnerable part of this exhibit is precisely the entrance, because as far as I know, they can't jump 2 tiles of height. So this here is 0 tiles, this here is 1 tile, and this is 2 tiles. So the gates and the tile besides the gate are probably the weak spots from this exhibit. The rest of it is fine. But I'm gonna keep it with the electric fence because I ended up liking the look of it. I also kept it for the same reason, the electric fence on the Allosaurus exhibit. But as I was saying, let's now move to the Ankylosaurus exhibit. Okay, so these are my Ankylosaurus. They're newborn. And I put an extra one because they asked me one. I thought they were only 2, but they need to be 3 to be so very happy. Notice how cute they are. They're red, they have a yellow stripe, they have a yellow underpart. They're cute, they're nice. When they grow up, they're gonna really look like more like Pokemon or Digimon than anything else. They're really beasts, you know, when they grow up. Also, the reason I'm putting so many trees around and not in the middle of the exhibit is because some of the dinosaurs are really tearing the trees apart. The Stegosaurus are doing this all the time. So let me see if they did it again. By the way, you may noticing that I am using the trees, I'm putting the trees around the exhibit, not in the middle of it. It's because I am afraid they'll keep tearing the trees apart. The stegosauruses are doing this a lot. Let me see if they did it again. Oopsie. Oh, the allosaurus did it. So, oh, they had a child! Yay! Look at him! If animals reproduce, they're very happy. Each species has a different level of happiness to reproduce. Those guys are 85%. The apatosauruses would be probably 90% because I didn't see a child yet here. So the apatosaurs are really gonna only lay one egg or only reproduce if they're with 90% of satisfaction or something. Gallimimus are okay, and if anyway, the Stegosaurus stopped demolishing the trees. And oh, they grew up. And by the way, I sold one of the raptors because it wasn't needed. Can I sell the other one? Is it a lone species in this game? Oh, it's a lone species in this game. Okay. Well, but I don't want a lone species. I want a population to start. You know what I mean? If I wanted a lone species, I would just had put a single Allosaurus and a single Apatosaurus, and a lot of headaches would have been resolved. But the bad news is they are asking for more space, so I have to give it to them. But then my designs are gonna be ugly because I can either put it up here or I can put it up to here, but then it's gonna be a hole here. Not so. I can do this, yeah, oopsie. I can put the cave for the Spinosauruses right here, so it will justify the little gap. So here is yet another jump cut, and we have the Ankylosaurus, not only Ankylosauruses, not only grown up, but with a baby already. Do they need more space now? No, they don't. That's so relieving. By the way, I also added a railing to their fence too, just to keep the theme of pits. I added water and rocks in this pit in this case, but just for show. Only the water was necessary, really. You can see it here. And because they are in the savanna grass, I put those dry grass things because I don't know, they seem to fit. On the Ankylosaurus, on the Apatosaurus exhibit, I first decided to put only one Apatosaurus because they didn't reproduce, so what was the point of, you know, keeping two? But then I decided that I'm gonna try another thing different to make them reproduce. I'm gonna put only those Glossopteris trees and take away the ginkgo ones and the magnolia ones, because probably what they're missing are the favorite trees only, so they are happy enough to reproduce. And to the Allosauruses, I did the same. I sold the parents and I bought a new one to make a pair with the first baby. So this is how I make money. The selling of the two first Allosauruses gave me enough money to buy a new Allosaur and still be on the profit side of the things. I added a few more objects throughout the park, like this little snack stand, bathrooms all around the park, so visitors can take a leak, you know. Oopsie, I showed a spoiler there. Here is a food square, extra one. On the Iguanodon, did I already tell that I sold most of them? Well, I did the same thing that I did to the Allosauruses with the Iguanodons and the Ceracosauruses. So the old ones kept the younglings and gave them mates so they could reproduce. And finally, what I just spoiled, the Spinosauruses. I already built the exhibit and they're already grown up. What? They're already 3 there now? Jesus! They grew up and reproduced pretty quickly. And there's not enough space for all of them. So let's do what I just did. Let's sell the oldest ones so I can have a profit of it and buy a new one. This barely gives me any profit, but it's the way I want to conduct things, you know? Or actually, you know what? I could make a larger exhibit with only spinosauruses and have a mini spinosaur population. I don't know. I'm not doing this with the allosauruses, so I don't think I'm gonna be willing to do this with the spinosauruses. Their exhibits are already so short, so tight, that I'm really willing to think about it. Oh, it's Christmas. Can you hear Santa Claus? There he is. Hey Santa, are you bringing presents to my dinosaurs? I hope you're not. They don't deserve so much. Oh, I'm joking. They're not so cruel to animals. Besides the fact that I'm creating them just to put them on cages. Well, this is all for today. Thank you for watching this one. I think this was a little longer one. Not sure, not. Well, thank you for watching this one. I think this one was longer than the usual. I'm not so sure. I'm gonna have to see it on the editing time. But there is it. Very functional Jurassic World so far. We still are missing the Triceratops that are gonna come right besides the Ankylosaurus, and we're still missing the Tyrannosaurus and a Herosaurus. I'm also thinking about adding a the Deinosuchus exhibit, so I could emulate a Mosasaur exhibit, you know, the tank with water and then the dinosaur, or in this case the Deinosuchus diving, and all. It's possible to do this in this game, so I'm thinking I'm gonna do it. Well, thanks for watching again, and see ya later, alligator.